Hey everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favourite mango from outer space. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. The aristocrat theme in Magic has been around for ages now. I want to say decades, but don't hold me to that. For those who don't know what the aristocrat theme does in Commander, in simple terms, aristocrat decks want to generate benefits from creatures dying, usually from sacrificing them. Usually followed by the colours white and black, but of course other colours can squeeze into the mix as well. It's a fun deck archetype and very worth trying out. I'm hoping you find a commander in this video to pick up and play. Most of the commanders listed in this video are actually incredibly budget friendly. I wanted to go more of a budget route in this video, but I do mention some more expensive ones in the video too. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Number 1. Teysa Karlov. A legendary human advisor creature that costs 1 white, 1 black, and 2 generic mana to cast. She has 2 power and 4 toughness and says the following. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability of a opponent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Creature tokens you control have vigilance and lifelink. Okay, Teysa Karlov is a bit of a wild design. She offers so much for just 4 mana. Let's start with the token part. Our tokens with Teysa on the field have vigilance and lifelink. To be honest, this is enough text to make this commander strong, but we get even more. If a creature we control dying causes the triggered ability of a permanent we control, it happens an additional time. This is just crazy and opens the gates for some really fun and powerful deck building strategies. You can buy this commander for around 59 cents. Number 2. Elas il-Kor, Sadistic Pilgrim. A legendary Phyrexian core cleric creature that costs 1 black and 1 white mana to cast. She has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Death Touch. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life, and whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. We get Death Touch, which is pretty nice, and Elas pretty much sums up exactly what an aristocrat deck wants to be doing. For her 2 other abilities synergize so well together, and over the game you can really kick out a lot of damage or gain a fantastic amount of life. There are all sorts of combos and interaction you can do with this commander, and in my opinion she's a fantastic commander for anyone new to the game, as she offers a pretty straightforward package that is easy to pick up but difficult to master. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 3. Shirei, Shizo's Caretaker. A legendary spirit creature that costs 1 black and 4 generic mana to cast. It has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Whenever a creature with power 1 or less is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you may return that card to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step, if Shirei, Shizo's Caretaker, is still on the battlefield. Shirei might be a little pricey to cast at a total of 5 mana, but with today's vast options of mana rocks, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Not to mention, it's a black commander, so we have access to spells like Dark Ritual. Shirei is extremely easy to build around and totally budget friendly. The best strategy in my opinion with Shirei is to build a deck around Shirei's powerful ability which can trigger all turn cycles. For this we have to utilize sack outlets and play creature cards with low power that generate large advantages when they are sacrificed. Then we continue this loop each turn cycle. Before you know it, you're winning the game. Cards such as Elder Disciple can do wonders in a deck like this. You can buy this commander for around 35 cents. Number 4. Judith the Scourge Diva. A legendary human shaman that costs 1 red, 1 black, and 1 generic mana to cast. She has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Judith the Scourge Diva deals 1 damage to any target. Move aside, the Queen of Aristocrat is passing through. Alright, okay, Judith might not be the most powerful commander on my list, but she still packs quite a punch, and she looks like a queen. The main reason she's on the list is because she's very budget friendly, easy to pick up and play, and you don't have to worry too much when you're building a deck like Judith. Throw in whatever nice black and red creatures or cards you have, ideally that do things when they die, and you can get by very well. With a nice low casting costs and the ability to offer some fun combos when she's in play, Judith is a great commander to pick up. Hey, you could even throw her into the 99 if you feel like upgrading the Dex commander in the future to a different Aristocrat commander. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. So before I get to my last card, I want to shout out the following 2 commanders. Yawgmoth, Thran, Physician. Korvold, Fae-Cursed King. Both are extremely powerful and run rampant in the competitive format. They are, however, rather expensive to pick up and play, but if you're looking for the best out of the pack, then these 2, in my opinion, are the 2 top contenders for an Aristocrat commander. I also recently spoke about Korvold in my top treasure commander video. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a good one. Okay, number 5, the final card on my list. Prossh, Skyraider of Kher. A legendary dragon creature that costs 1 red, 1 green, 1 black, and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 5 power and 5 toughness and says the following. Flying. When you cast a spell, create X01 red Kobold creature tokens named Kobolds of Kher Keep, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast it. Sacrifice another creature. Prossh, Skyraider of Kher gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. I used to have a Prossh deck that ran the food chain combo. It was ridiculously powerful, but people caught on fast and would always counter the food chain before I even had a chance to abuse it ever again. If you don't know what the food chain combo is for Prossh, check it out, it's pretty crazy. Prossh is a great commander, super powerful, and can be made very budget friendly. Unless you're playing the food chain combo, of course. Prossh offers many deck building strategies, with the Aristocrat theme being one of the best. While Aristocrat decks require both creatures to sacrifice and sacrifice outlets, Prossh is a Junt commander that supplies both. He also is a 5/5 beta that can get very large, very fast. Not to mention, when he dies, Prossh creates a number of 0/1 Kobold tokens equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. This number can get huge over the game. You can buy this commander for around $1. Okie dokie everyone, that is the end of my list. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you kindly drop a like and subscribe to the channel? I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. It's a huge goal of mine, and making that milestone would be amazing. I'd love to know if you have any Aristocrat style commander options. If you do, please add them in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and try to answer back to as many of the comments I can. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.